He must say yes. Make him say yes. He must say yes. Make him say yes.
Hello. Hello.
Good Wednesday. Thursday? Good Thursday.
Good Thursday to you.
Good Thursday to you.
How are you all doing today? That's right, yes. For those of you asking what the new challenge is this week, it is the theme of flight.
Flight! Sorry, I'm having to open a different version of Harmony than usual. So it's taking me a minute to find the right program.
Or are you having to open 20 rather? Oh, your old one now. Oh.
Which I have. Harmony has like several versions on this computer, so I have to find the right one.
If you want, I can give you the license back, and then we can keep swapping when we need to.
I mean, that's up to you. Let's see if this works. See if I can open it. You're 400 Dogo bucks away from more squats.
Yo.
You're gonna make us so strong. How is everyone doing? How are you guys while this opens? Alan Alice, can you link the clip that you're supposed to animate? Yeah, of course. So long as it's safe. The squat price is too damn high. See how we have deliberately made it unaffordable for you. How high is the squat price, Mike?
10,000, I think.
Did it used to be 5,000 and you stepped it up?
No, it's always been 10,000. But everyone had so many points back when we initiated it.
It's okay, Devin. The squats aren't for you. Because I'm glad that you had a good sleep last night. That's awesome. Devin, I'm thinking to maybe get that book that you were looking at, the costume one.
Oh, you liked what you saw from that?
Yeah, it looked awesome. I think it would be really fun for character design.
Oh my gosh. This song, when I think of Every Time You Let Me Down.
What is this song? Oh my goodness.
It is Edward Carl Hansen Credo, I guess. I don't know where to put this.
For what?
The now playing text.
I don't know.
How about I put it here, and then I move the chat up.
What do you normally click when you're looking at your licenses? Do you click manage your local licenses, manage network licenses, email return, or install license server?
I think it's manage licenses.
I was clicking, it just took ages to show up. Okay. Okay, so my Harmony premium license is permanent, but that's for Harmony 12, so I need to find Harmony 12 on my computer. Maybe I don't have Harmony 12 installed anymore. If only my computer would work. Hold on.
Oh really? It uninstalled it? It shouldn't have.
It might have installed over the top.
It shouldn't have.
Okay. Well,
I still have 17 installed and I got 20 yesterday.
okay. Well, I'm looking for Harmony 12 and it's not showing up.
Okay. Well then, okay. Let me also do things and I'll give you 20 back.
Sorry guys, this is the juggle of us not having the right licenses for stuff and having to like throw licenses back and forth between us on projects. At least we have good music to listen to. Wait, which harmony is this? That's 20. Okay.
Okay, so I'll grab you the key.
Thank you, Doig. Devin says, go for it. I found it in a bookstore in Colorado years ago and I've held on to it since. It goes into details about the clothes and why certain fashion trends are a thing and what country and year they originate from. Declan, I can be Swifty. People could call me Swifty. That's fun.
Open Discord in your browser.
Can you type in the title again, Devin? Because I can search for it on the internet. This is fantasy library music. I love it.
Where's your face? There's your face.
The Illustrated Encyclopedia of World Costume by Doreen Yarwood.
Okay, I've linked you the code you need to activate 20.
Thank you. Let me just grab that. And then figure out... Oh, did you manage to make the thumbnail okay yesterday, by the way, Mike? From the image I sent you?
No, but I'll do it today. Thank you for linking it to me.
Okay. Anytime. I'm just trying it. We'll see if this works. I hope I can find it too. I'm just going to paste it into my address bar now, just in case. Make sure I don't lose it. But yeah, that book seems super cool, so if anyone in the chat is interested in costuming... Ada Lovely, you're doodling a new D&D character. Do I ever just sit there and be like, oh no, he's hot. Why are they hot? I'm incapable of making a character without wanting to make them, like, in some way appealing visually. So yeah, a lot of the characters I doodle are frequently hot. Or just appealing in a really scruffy, like, lumpy way. I think finding it difficult to draw things which are unappealing is part of the reason why I'm not very good at horror.
Yeah, I remember your dinosaurs from a couple of days ago, and it's just this little goofy toothy
Hey,
thing.
now to be fair, those dinosaurs were notes on storyboards. So that wasn't me actually properly trying to draw a dinosaur.
I know, but your shorthand for it is a goofy toothy thing.
Well, of course it is. Anybody's 5-second dinosaur would look like that.
No, mine would be scary.
How would you make it scary in like 5 seconds?
More jags. More jaggeds.
I'd like to see you draw one in 5 seconds. I'd like to see that. Okay, that should be activated. Let me see if it works.
Now I have to prove it.
Yeah, you have to put your money where your mouth is.
Alright, okay.
Put your money where your more is.
You ready?
I'm trying to open
doing?
it, so give me a sec just to figure out if it's going to open or not. Otherwise, you're just going to get a full view of my desktop with all the files on it.
Fair. I'll put a tweet out that we're working on a top secret project.
Top secret project. It's not very secret.
I'm gonna say that anyway.
I mean, we're working on it publicly.
On a top secret.
I'd love to try and get something ready for tomorrow. Because the Rise fans are trying to get Rise trending.
Oh, okay.
Every week, and they have like they have plans where they do a different thing every week. And tomorrow is like fan art and stuff, so it would be a good time to post a little preview if I could get something ready for then. But I guess we'll have to see how the Anna mornings go. Come on, Harmony 20, open. Do as I bid you. I am your master.
Do as I ask.
Can I make rise up that trending bar? Mike and I watched another episode of Kipo yesterday as well. It was a good one. It had a song in it. That's a very catchy song. A very catchy song.
Nice.
Hey.
Had nice timbre to it.
That won't spoil anything, but that was fun.
Timbre?
Yeah, I get it. Good, that's good.
Working on a top secret project with Old Swifty on stream today. Twitch.tv/DoigSwift.
Is Harmony opening? I'm assuming it is. Come on, Harmony. Please. Please open.
I need it.
I'm going to try and open it again. You can't stop me from having two open at the same time. You need to make fan art today so you don't draw them every day, yeah? Well, I mean, tomorrow's a good time if you wanted to try and help the trend.
Tweet. I won't put an image with it because it's top secret. That makes sense.
You wouldn't want to spoil anything. I'm sure they really appreciate it, Evelyn.
It's already been
Cool
retweeted.
music. Hey, it's starting to open. Woo! Okay, I've clicked on the file name. I'm sorry guys, my computer's really slow. You saw a Donatello plush at your local grocery store. It was the oldest style of them, but you were so tempted to buy it. Oh man, I would have been tempted too. Just seeing turtle plushes at your grocery store. That's a good grocery store. They know what you need. You're like, oh, I need some milk and bread and a Donatello plush. If I go to a grocery store. Oh, did the Google link work? I'm not sure. I didn't see one. I haven't clicked on it yet. Let's see.
Yeah, I got it over here.
Yeah, it looks like it's worked.
Nice.
Ooh, this is cool. What is this? I like it. It's looking awesome. Love the style of it. You regret not buying him. Well, you can always go back and rescue him from the grocery store. Good old Donatello, smelling like onions.
It made Ada Lovely stupidly giddy when you doodle over her Trudon. Or their Trudon, sorry. The other day.
I love that. I love Trudon. So good. Come on, open. Oh. I am annoyed at how long this is taking.
It's from an animation by Disney called The Goddess of Spring. Oh, so the thing you're linking is Disney's.
Mm-hmm. I was going to do a 5-second part of it, but I'm a little stuck because I've never done a transition scene and don't know what to add to it to make it more interesting. I mean, I guess it depends what you're transitioning from and to and how it kind of works in the sequence.
Yeah.
More than anything. It's kind of hard to look at just a transition and say what you should add to make it better without seeing what the transition is linking up. I mean, maybe you could share just your screen, Mike, until mine is up and it's like it heard me.
I'm happy to do my screen.
I think mine's just worked.
Yeah?
Give me 1 second to verify. Because it opened twice. So I need to close one of them down.
Okay.
Okay, yes, we're good. Hey!
Okay, switching over now. 3,
good.
2, 1. You gotta turn NDI on.
I do, 1 sec. I got this. There you go. It's on! Uh-huh! It's on! Get my video footage up. Heck yeah. If he's still there, next trip he'll be yours. Awesome. You're also offended because the only tail left was Donnie. Oh, do you think they had all the other ones too? And Donnie's just the one they didn't sell. Or maybe they got an extra Donnies because Donnie was so popular. That they were like, well, we need to buy twice as many Donnies because Donnie always sells out twice as fast. It's a possibility. So here I am.
Here you are.
Rock you like a hurricane. Here I am once again with this animation.
Here you are once again with the animation.
Yeah,
Sorry, I felt like breaking a song.
Gonna continue doing Mikey's moveset. And what are you on today, Mike? Are you doing the background again?
I've split it up into the. So yesterday I spent time taking this background I grabbed from Rise of the TMNT, and I split it up into layers so that we could have parallax stuff happening in our mockup. So each one of these is its own unique layer. And what I'm going to do is take all of these and put them into After Effects and set up our stage and our camera. And then after I've done that, I will probably be probably doing another background.
Okay. At what point do we start putting in... Is the UI going to be something that I should animate on my end in Toon Boom? Or is it going to be something that you're going to animate on your end?
It's probably easier to animate on my end.
You think?
It's up to you. It depends on how close to... Like, if you want it to link with what you're doing, you could maybe do the bars. But aside from that, all the other stuff would probably be handled in Photoshop.
Well, I mean, the bar is pretty much the UI.
Yeah.
That's like all it is.
Yeah, what I mean is if you just want to do the actual fill gauge of the bar, filling and lowering, then you can do that.
Gotcha. Roger.
Hey Tib, we're doing okay.
Yo, good morning. How are you doing?
So
we just got started. My computer took a minute.
Well, okay, one thing I need to do is crop the file I'm working in. Because it's rather large.
It's a log file!
Actually.
Aw, Cat stopped the zoomies and it's now all about cuddles instead. That's so cute.
Have I done a dumb and made it? Image. I might have made it not 1920.
What?
Like a fool.
I don't know. I mean, it needs to be slightly bigger than that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, in terms of the length of the scene.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it might, height-wise, it might not be big enough. Let me check.
What a fool! You're sleepy, but you've also got to get lots done today. Ah! You got this.
We'll be okay.
Get some energy inside you. Eat something energizing or drink something energizing. I get a feeling you're not a coffee person, Tib. drawn him a little bit too big again. Trying to keep him of more consistent size this time so I don't have to scale afterwards. His foot goes pretty much where his knee was. Can do.
I'm gonna scale all this up so that it... Oops.
This music's really nice and comforting. I like it.
Ah, good.
You're not a coffee person, unfortunately. Have a banana! Yeah, bananas are energizing. I regret becoming a coffee person.
You do?
Yeah. Because coffee's not great for you.
Hmm.
You know, and now I really like it. So it's hard to give it up. Especially when I feel like I'm always in deadlines. So it feels like it's always an excuse to have some. Because it does actually help me like stay awake. That's the trap you fall into. Make it like a little bit smaller. More Mikey sized. Wow, 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 wow. This really reminds me of another band, and I can't think who it is.
Okay, let's call this V2 because that might have been a little bit destructive. Also,
Okay.
we need it as a PSD format anyway. So.
You have tea, nice. Yeah, caffeine addiction's dangerous, yeah. And I'm not gonna say that I'm not addicted to it because I may be. Artists are particularly susceptible to coffee addictions because of all the media of artists drinking coffee and looking cool.
It's that guy in Iron Giant's fault.
Yeah, it is. It is actually partially his fault I drink coffee.
Really? I was like...
Yeah, he didn't have to be so cool, Mike. Look, I'm one of those kids where it's like, if I see a bunch of characters looking super cool and smoking cigarettes, there is a part of me where I'm like, cigarettes are cool.
No.
I'm easily influenced
Oh.
by cool looking characters and easily bewitched by the idea of a coffee drinking artist that I have now become, and realised that it didn't actually make me cooler, it just made me addicted to caffeine. What do you know?
What do you know?
Life
really?
is strange.
Strange, isn't it?
Thank you for that. That made me happy.
Oh, is that a Sonic thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you not know when you said it?
No.
Oh wow. Wow, Mike, you've
It's-
watched that movie with me.
It's so... I know, but it's so deeply embedded now.
Strange, isn't it? Aw, we're doing okay, thanks, Tim. Yeah, we're at a weird part in the project. Let me tell you about it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't tempt me to make tea based on them, because I will. We're at a weird part in the project where we're trying to wrap a certain project up at the minute over the next couple of weeks. So it's a point at which there's not actually a whole lot for me to do. You know, like most of the animation is done, The animation which isn't done is animation that I'm kind of waiting on from other people. The backgrounds are kind of waiting on going through comp to see what we need to adjust about them. There's some effects that need doing, but they're dependent on having the animation that the effects are based on done first, or hearing back from people I've emailed about getting footage. You know, so I feel like I'm in a weird limbo where there is so much to do on the project still. There's like so much left to do, but I don't actually feel like there's much I can do to help. You know, I kind of feel like I'm spinning my wheels a little bit. I'm doing my best to keep everything chugging. It's a weird feeling for it to be simultaneously have so much left that needs to be done on the project, but also find it hard to find anything to do that's going to be helpful, and not just me doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff that's then not actually going to be all that useful to other people.
Yeah, at a certain point, you have to be like, okay, it just needs to wait.
Yeah, that's impossible. But how am I supposed to just wait? I want to help. Like I could beautify up a bunch of the backgrounds, but if they're going to be covered by the characters anyway, or they look absolutely fine when you put them in comp, then that would be a waste of time.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? Or I could do effects, but then if I find out that we can get footage for that instead, then I would have wasted my time doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there has to be something I can do to like make this easier on everyone else, or take it forward, or help out. You know?
One cool thing that we'd be able to do is if you animated the camera in Toon Boom, I can grab your camera movements if you wanted.
For this that we're currently doing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to do the camera movements for this until. Or are you just saying in general? You're not saying right now?
Just in general.
Yeah, I'm good to do that. I can do that. I thought you were asking just now. I was going to tell you that I needed to do the character movements first.
Yeah, that's fine. So I recently discovered a cool plugin called PT Multiplane. I'm currently using a trial of it, but I am considering buying it for the $35.
$35 isn't that much. I happily pay that if that's going to make things easier for you. You seem to have been using it a lot for stuff.
Yeah.
And enjoying using it. Do you want to like explain what it does and why it's so cool?
About to. Yes.
Sorry.
So what it does is you can take your layers from maybe I'm going to copy. No. I'm going to do it inside of the Crying Titan stage. If you copy and paste layers within After Effects, it reverses the order of them. It's really annoying. But if I open up the layers here, they're still not in the right order. Are they in the right order? No, they're alphabetical. Oh my god, I hate this.
Oh no.
I hate this so much.
I can do turtles in the meantime. I can't. Like, I'd love to, but I don't feel able to relax or take time off to do like personal artwork while the project is like at the 90% stage.
Is there a way to move it?
I just can't relax. Like, I need to be doing something that makes me useful to the project. Tim says, I get that injured with a lot of moving pieces in these machines, and sometimes maximum efficiency just isn't possible. Yeah, it's true. It's frustrating though, because, you know, everyone else is working super hard, and I wanna be helping out somehow. I want to find a bunch of stuff to do that I can be ticking away at.
Okay, well, wow.
You didn't explain what it was going to do yet, Mike.
Yeah, because I am not able to do it yet.
Okay. Should I explain what it will do?
If you like.
Okay. It's a plugin where basically Mike just needs to drag the layers in, and it will auto set up the parallax for him based on the order the layers are in. So rather than have to program in the parallax by hand, he can drag it in and it will set up automatic parallax for him.
Yeah.
Just based on the layers coming in the right order. And then he can adjust those values afterwards.
Yeah, so if I select these layers here, got my PT multiplane here. If I hit apply multiplane, actually it's probably easier if I show you the two views like this. And then this view would be top. Okay. So usually when you're working within After Effects, all of your layers are 2D, stacked on top of each other. There is a way to have them defined by Z position. Is this auto-defining the Z position? It is, but what it also does is it scales them in accordance to the camera. So if you watch this part of the screen, if I zoom in here, and I apply multiplane, then what it does is it sets up a camera, and then each of my layers behind. You'll see that the edge of each of these layers is following. One sec. Is following this line here of the camera. This is the camera's field of view. So it won't look like this has changed much, but I think if I click on, I think it's this one, Unified Camera Tool. Nope, I don't really usually tend to rotate the camera in this view. If I go into custom view, you can see there that each of my layers is now set back in space. Now, what's cool about this is I can pick one of these layers. Say my Titan, and I'm like, no, I want you to be way further back. Okay, layer 1 is less important. But, hopefully this BG can be moved back. Yeah, there we go. So I want my Titan way further back in space. So it is going to move less than the others. But I don't actually move backwards in scale. I don't want it to get smaller as it moves backwards. So this plugin is really cool for setting up so that it don't. So maybe I want to make the foreground stuff way closer so that it'll move more, and they will move and shrink. And I grab my camera and move that around. I'll put it onto one view. And say I bring up the position here, and I move my camera into the scene. You get that nice parallax effect. It's a little difficult to tell because After Effects is a behemoth in terms of my computer resources. But yeah, now if I'm, come on, move on the X. Oh, as well. We want that. But sometimes you might want the camera to be able to be looking at a point of interest. I think I can actually go into the camera properties and switch that off. Point of interest is usually something that you can like move around so that your camera is always pointed at something in a particular space. So you can like drag this around to have your camera look at something in particular. In this instance, we don't want that because we're just in a fighting game. which would be moving on X and Y nose without rotation. X, Y, and Z without rotation. It's because I set it up in here with one 2-node cam. I wonder if I'll be able to... No, I think I'll probably just be able to do this. 2-node camera. Camera. Okay. Reset the camera. Sweet. So now... No, it still has that. Alright.
Hi, Josie. Hey, V-Plant. Sorry, I haven't checked the chat in a little bit just because I was letting Mike do his explanation. You just finished a shot you've been working on. Putting a lot of effort in. It feels kind of good and you're so tired. Oh, congratulations, V-Plant. That's awesome. There's no better feeling than like working hard on something and then finally completing it and being happy with it. That is awesome. Good job. Oh, it's okay if you only stop by for a short while. No problems. You should get some rest. Celebrate. You deserve it. "2D Cornelis says, so it kind of deforms the background so it will perspective of the rotation.
It doesn't deform the background so much as it's projecting from a point in 3D space. Or probably mathematically it is deforming the background based upon the point in 3D space that the camera is supposedly at, 'cause it's all virtual, but I don't know how it breaks down. Where do we get our music from? It's called Epidemic Sound. And you need to subscribe to them to use their music.
Yeah, it's a subscription service, but they're very good. I'd recommend them. How much are they per month, Mike?
It's either $10 to $15 per month.
Yeah, so about 10 per month, and you basically get a large library of
He must say
music,
yes. Make him say yes.
both
Hootie hoo
instrumental
ha,
and
thank
vocal.
you. Thanks for the follow, Hootie Hoo.
Thank you very much, Hootie Hoo Art. And who boops me? You get a large library of sound that you can then freely use on your channels, and it makes sure that you don't get copyright strikes for using it. So it's a really good service. And it has this gem on it. So, you know, you need it if you want us to save you from yourself. Ba-doop, 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 ba.
Wonder if I can get away with making this composition.
Is it normal that when you get to the last 5% of work needed on shot, you're all of a sudden hit with an I wish it were done? That is not unusual. That is the way it go.
I
And
just
that's
make,
kind of what I'm feeling about the current project.
yeah, if I just make this composition the size that we need it. Yes.
It's because you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know? It's all the more tempting because it's closer than it's ever been before. Thank you, V-Plan. This environment is based on a background from the show. So Mike took the background from the show and he's painted in the bits which are off screen. Or
Yeah.
hidden behind things
Yeah, I can't take credit for
to make it functional.
a lot of this.
Yeah, but it's cool study material for sure. Super cool background. Oh, no worries, Hootie Hoo Art. Thank you so much for popping in, though.
Wait, why does this have a point of interest again? Dag nabbit. Maybe.
Dag nabbit. Save me from myself. Oh, cool. Camille's, you used it too. It is great. I really like it. I was looking on it for music for the game the other day as well. You know, get some good stage themes going on. Since it's really hard to take the actual music from the show because it's not anywhere clean. So we're going to have to find other music to use. That's totally fair, yeah, Declan, if you don't have the money to pay for Epidemic. We just paste this leg over since it's so similar.
Okay, I looked away for a second and it did something weird.
Shouldn't have looked away for a second. After Effects is like a child that needs constant supervision.
Cool.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere. This music's so chill. I love it.
Okay, I think that's the background as set up as it really needs to be.
Can you give us like a little preview of what it would be like to move along it? Or is that too difficult?
It's not too difficult. Let me check whether these will move at the same time. So moving along it would look something like this. I haven't set it up completely properly.
Yeah, because to me it doesn't look like there's any parallax on that at the minute.
Yeah, you're right. What the fuck?
After going on about like how convenient this this
because
plugin was.
the camera keeps recording a point of interest that I'm not sure I need.
I wonder why it keeps doing that. Oh cool, Stream Beats is a good playlist on Spotify. That's an awesome tip. Thanks, V-Plant.
So here's
hey, Miss Mamawood.
Here's your parallax now.
Yeah. That's nicer. Yeah. I see it now. I see it. I see it now.
Let's see if I go to here and then go back. Is it going to give me... Yeah! Don't be a dick. Okay.
Your cat started backward sneezing. What does that mean? Oh yeah, Declan, this is our usual steez, is we'll work on the same project but different parts of it. I'll take care of one thing and Mike will take care of another. We like doing it that way because it means that you guys kind of get to see the work being passed between one person and the other, and who solves what problems.
Yerp.
Yo. So at what point should I give this to you, Mike? It's not worth me giving it to you until both characters are in and clean, right?
You can give it to me at any point. Like,
well, how will it be useful to you unless it's got like bills and stuff?
it won't be useful aside from. So, the point it'll be useful for me is when if the characters are moving around, if the camera has to follow them. What would be useful is if you have a camera in Toon Boom that follows them like it does in the reference footage.
Right.
And then we can export your camera move from Toon Boom and put it into After Effects and have the parallax layers react to the movements that you've baked in to your Toon Boom camera.
The camera is the real thing that you need.
Yeah, because if your characters are following that camera, then hopefully they'll realistically follow them in my thing.
Mm-hmm. Here's a question.
Yeah.
When it comes to the shadow, is that something that can be handled in After Effects, or is that something that I need to do on my end?
A shadow on the characters.
Mm-hmm. Like them on the floor plane. Because that's something I'm noticing that these characters have.
I think it would be better handled in Toon Boom because in terms of moving them and having them react to what you're doing, there's going to be less lag in Toon Boom than there is trying to position them and keyframe them in After Effects.
Well, I was more asking if there was something that could automatically do it in After Effects, like if you could set up like there to be a flipped version of them that's squashed and originates from this point.
Oh, we can do that for sure, yeah.
You know, but just because that would be faster than me hand drawing a shadow onto every single frame.
Oh, I thought you just meant like a circle. Yeah, we can do that. There's a mirror thing and we could just...
Yeah, it's not just a circle, it's the actual shape of the character underneath their feet.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do a shadow like that.
Okay. Because that would definitely save me the time of doing it.
Are you sure it's not just a circle on the reference?
Do you want to go and have a look at it? Here it is.
What happens in the chat?
It's hard to tell. Camera follows them. There you are. I mean, obviously, this is animated in 3D, so they could just do shadows.
Yeah.
But if we can emulate that, then you know, you could have a look at see what Marvel vs. Capcom does. Because if all the 2D ones just do circle shadows, we might be able to get away with that. Hey, Punk Cherries! You thought he meant propelling himself backwards with his sneezes. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Okay, this is old school.
How old school is it?
It's the first one.
Okay, well maybe look at the third one. Street Fighter Third Strike.
I think the third one isn't 3D version.
It is.
Let's see what they do.
Street Fighter 3 is 2D.
So in this, they project the shadow as though it's cast from our view.
So
Not completely our view, but like in front of the characters.
is it round or no?
No.
Okay.
Not in that one.
I mean, I'm happy to do what Street Fighter do. Street Fighter knows what it's doing.
In Marvel vs. Capcom 2, it's a circle shadow, I think. Yeah, Super Circle Shadow.
Marvel vs. Capcom is also really good. Which do you think looks better?
Well, for me, the shadow was always kind of like shows you where your character is gonna land, which is weird that they would like remove that for later versions, but
I don't know what that means. Are you talking about it being better as a circle or worse as a circle?
if it's okay, so in this version, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the circle stays along the same depth in the environment as your character is. So I don't think they scale the shadow, but what it means is when they're in the air, you can see where your character is going to land because you're hovering above it all the time.
Mm-hmm. Can you not tell the shadows?
I think other shadows are just aesthetic at that point.
What? Like
when
does it show you where you're going to land?
When you just have a 3D projection of your character's shadow as it would be on the ground, then and it's going behind them and it's not on the stage floor, then it's not a functional thing, it's just aesthetic.
But if you have it on the stage floor but it's shaped like the character rather than like a circle, would that also serve the same function?
No, because in the examples you were giving, when they're in the air, they get projected like they go further behind them and they're not really attached to.
Yeah, no,
sprite.
I'm asking if you had a shadow that was on the ground plane that was the shape of the character rather than a circle, would that still serve the same purpose?
Potentially, yes. But I wouldn't know how to do that because my version of doing it requires, it's like it mirrors them.
Mm-hmm.
If they go up in space, the mirror will put them down in space.
Right.
So I won't be able to do that.
You have to keyframe that every time they jump.
I wouldn't be able to keyframe. I wouldn't keyframe that.
Why not? Because you would refuse to, or because you wouldn't be able to?
I would refuse to because it would just be mind-numbing and
wouldn't
serve much purpose.
I mean, it's kind of mind-numbing for me to keyframe every single frame as well.
Yeah.
Which is what you're asking me to do if you don't.
Well, I thought they were just going to be circles when they were keyframed, not.
Well, if they're circles, would you be able to do it in After Effects?
Yes, but it would be more laggy to position them in After Effects. So, because if I hit the play button in After Effects, it has to load up everything. Like it takes longer to hit play in After Effects than it does in Toon Boom.
How long it takes to hit the play button affect whether the shadow is laggy or not?
Because when you play back to check that it's moving in sync with your character, it would take longer to do in After Effects.
Right, but the actual process would be faster.
No, it would just be the same. It would just be keyframing it.
And you'd have to keyframe it every frame.
Yeah.
So there's no way to like make a circle shadow in After Effects that doesn't involve you hand keying it?
No, because the frames you'd be giving me won't
I'm just asking if there's a faster way to do it so that I can tell if I can save myself time or not.
I don't think so. I haven't thought of one yet, no.
I guess I'm hand keying shadows then.
Unless I think of a faster way to do it before we do it. Nah, yeah, one of us will need to do it. I would think we should use circle shadows as well.
Well, I'm okay to use circle shadows. Like I just said, I'm just saying that I'll need to hand key them. So if there's like a way that doesn't involve me doing hundreds and hundreds of hand keys on it, then that would be awesome. But like I'll do it if I have to, if there's no other way. If it's between like you hand keying it or me hand keying it, then I do think it'd be faster for me to do it. But also if there's a way for me to get out of having to hand key hundreds of frames of shadow, then I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
You wish you could submit a GIF for the challenge. Can you submit GIFs for the challenge, Mike?
They won't. You can't review them in Sync Sketch.
Okay, so no. Is what you're saying. Hey, Emlet. Guten Morgen.
I'm just trying to think.
Emlet, say hi. How did that turtle pose turn out? You mean the one I'm still working on? I haven't actually done anything on it since last time we were working on it. Mainly because my time's been kind of taken up with other stuff just lately. It's been a bit hectic. But I should get on that. Partially it's because things have been hectic, partially it's because like I get easily tempted by a new project.
Interestingly enough, it looks like the background in this game is 3D.
It looks to me like it's 2D assets put on planes.
Yeah, or that. But the lava feels like it's 3D. Or maybe it's just a flat.
Yeah, it looks like it's a animated texture that is just like flattened down onto a flat plane. And then it's got 2D effects that pop up from it. Is there a specific file type Animon challenges require? I think any kind of movie file, like an MP4 or a .mov, work.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't, Emlet. Don't worry. No, I haven't. I just haven't worked on it since. You are definitely still my person of choice. So it will be coming your way as soon as I, you know, get my act together a bit.
I'm just trying to think, like, what you're going to be passing me effectively will be a sequence of images exported from Toon Boom.
Yeah.
He must say yes. Make him say yes.
Which won't really have positional data. Unless...
Well, it will have the positional data baked in.
Like, are you... Huh.
I'm not going to send you all the movements happening in one place. It's going to have the positional data baked in. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What I mean is, when you're animating this, you're not just moving a peg to move the character the whole time. You're not animating them still and then pegging them.
Oh, no. Yeah.
No?
The peg I'm mostly using, honestly, to resize when I accidentally draw them too big.
Yeah, okay. Because if they were pegged, then we could use the peg information to be like, okay, these are all the keys of where the shadow is.
Well, they're not.
On the X. Yeah, that's fine then.
And it's going to be way too much work for me to peg them because it would require me to go through each individual drawing and then both scale it and put it in the same place. And then go through and redo all the movement on a peg. So there's no way that's happening.
Yeah. That's fine.
Welcome to the part where Mike and I try and work out how a project's gonna actually...
Who's doing the work, yeah.
Yeah. We have to start working out the actual logistics of making it a thing. This keyframe could be stronger. Look at how cool his body is there. And look at how weak mine is in comparison.
There's a lot of twist.
Yeah, need more back in there.
What makes you an exception?
Is the music track whispering at us, Mike?
Yes, is what makes you the exception.
Is that what it's whispering?
Yeah. Is there a reason you have to export as a GIF? What are you working in?
Oh, big love to you, Emlet. How are you doing, by the way? How goes it?
What makes you an exception?
Okay, saving this up. What was one of the other backgrounds we were going to do?
Oh, we have to make decisions. I hate this part. Because anything we decide... Basically, Mike and I have decided that to begin with, we should do only 3 backgrounds. Because obviously we want to keep the scope of this project low enough for it to actually be able to be a thing we can make. So 3 scenarios seemed like enough, but there are so many backgrounds that we kind of want to do because they would be awesome fighting game stages. And anything that we choose to do now is omitting other stuff from the list. I think we both decided that Times Square would probably be a good one to do because of the amount of background characters you would get in it. Like, we could put a lot of cameos in there, which would be really fun. However, I'm still really sad because I still really want Mystic Townhouse or the Mama Train in there.
Is it usually stage select and then player select?
No, it's usually character select, then stage select.
Okay. Yeah, so I just did the Crying Titan.
You sure did.
I can't remember what our third choice was.
The Crying Titan, Times Square, and there was one other. Do you have the stage select up there?
Yeah, I'm reading them.
I'm gonna just lean over and look too.
It might have been Battle Nexus.
It might have been Battle Nexus. Maybe we should do Battle Nexus rather than Times Square.
Okay.
Because the two feel quite similar in terms of like, they're both stages which are gonna have like, okay, so Times Square would have the mascots in the background.
Yeah.
And we would also be able to put advertisements around, like the Jupiter Gym movie coming out, or like Pizza Puffs, the latest taste sensation. So we can put really nice Easter eggs like that in the background. Or we can do Battle Nexus where the screen shows like Big Mama and like her announcer, and the background yokai are the ones which are the cameos. Like we could have, you know, Kraken Tom.
That's true, yeah.
Probably the crowd in the stands, we wouldn't be able to put cameos in there.
Nah, they'd be too far back.
So I don't know how many Turtle fans we have in chat at the minute, but would you guys rather see Times Square or Battle Nexus? I feel like I know the answer to this immediately. Battle Nexus is going to be it, isn't it?
When there's a screen, there's an opportunity for the turtle hippo meme. That would be a Times Square thing.
That would be a Times Square thing, yeah.
If it was on the Mama train, would you be able to battle inside and above the train?
I don't know if you'd be able to battle above it. I'd probably want to keep it inside the carts, but you would keep switching carts every time you hit the edge of the stage, rather than have the edge of a stage be like somewhere where you can actually trap your opponents in.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
It would be a case where when you hit the edge of a stage, you're hitting that door and it would transport you to a different cart. And then the fun would be that you have a variety of different carts. Like you have a cart with the dark armor, and you have a cart where you have like the spa or the workout room. You have a cart where you have that lecture on accounting.
That'd be really fun. You've only watched 5 episodes, so you don't know Battle Nexus yet.
That's fair. I feel like Turtle fans would be like, we'd rather have Battle Nexus than Times Square. But Times Square is more recognisable to people who haven't seen Turtles before.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe Battle Nexus is a better one to leave off because people can pretty much imagine what Battle Nexus would be.
Yeah, so how about we do Times Square and Mama Train?
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely down to do Times Square. I'm wondering how difficult Mama Train's going to be to do.
What, you would want to show the Switch or something?
Oh, we definitely did transition for the Switch. But yeah, let's start off with Times Square. Like, that'll be fun.
Alright, I might take care. You only just got to season 2, Kurzak. Cool. Yay. Good
And
job.
also, I just saw your message. Doing alright, been very busy with work, which makes you tired. But yesterday we were doing a tree adventure thing with work, which was a blast. Oh man, that sounds awesome. Dude, that rocks. I'm super curious about the tree adventure thing now. But yeah, thank you for popping in. Have a good day, Emlet. Best of luck with work today.
Where did I put that Tumblr post?
You could always check the Turtles room again.
Yeah.
If that's where they linked it.
Got it. I got it.
I got it. You're sighing because you're looking at the backgrounds and they're good.
Yeah.
Okay, I can reuse this pose, which is good, because the poses are very similar here. Main thing that changes is that arm.
There's a background here with graffiti, I think maybe leading down into the... Yeah, leading down into the hidden city. And the turtles have graffiti turtle power
Nice.
onto one of the walls.
That'll have been Mikey, no doubt.
Yeah. It's just a nice, like... a nice reference. Like,
Heroes and a half show.
they don't even have to like show him actively doing it. They can just have it in the background and it builds.
And you're like, that was Mikey.
Yeah. It might also be that the way down into... Yeah, I think the way down, they go through the layer. So yeah, it's something he did on the layer wall, if I remember rightly.
That sounds
Okay.
about right.
Yeah.
And then this arm needs to squeak a little bit.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
Feels like you just got to season 2. Ah! Season 2 has so many good episodes in it. Ah! But also you're coming to, you're drawing close to the finale. Hips actually going down here. So let's get those hips going down. What's that epic music from? It's from Epidemic, which is the site we use to get royalty-free music. I think the name of the track that displayed lower left by Doig's name.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what the track was called. I only just saw this. How are you doing, Kimmy?
Scrolling through these backgrounds and revisiting like these locations from everywhere they've been on the show. It's so fucking creative.
Yeah. That's why they make such good fighting stages. It's because they've all got so much personality.
I'm not showing it on stream because I know people haven't seen some of them.
Yeah. Good call.
But I've watched 2003 and I've watched 2012, and they don't even hold a candle in terms of world building and set design. They're not even close.
But I think they kind of got the best people in the industry to work on Turtles, I think. So I think partially it's just like the background artists are effing like off the chain on this show.
Ooh, I'm up to Mama Train. I think I'd have to grab screen caps.
The Mama Train, you'd have to have like one base carriage.
Yeah.
That we then like change what the interior colours and assets are.
What episode is it that they are at in Times Square?
In Times Square, Mascot Melee.
Okay, thank you.
It's a really early episode. I think it's episode 3 or something.
Oh, okay. More scrolling to be done then.
Yeah. You know, you can always look at it on YouTube.
That's true. I'm almost there.
It is the one with the mascot costumes, yeah. Times Square is too iconic a location not to do, because it's something that non-Turtle fans will recognise as well. Hey, that looks like New York!
We're not here to fight. We need your help.
Even though literally every time we talk to you, you double-cross us, kidnap us, or threaten to destroy everything we love!
Maybe we are here for a fight.
God!
Hey, thank you so much for the raid, a fucking space.
Yo, thank you. Welcome in.
Yeah. Hey guys. You've muted it.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much. How are you guys doing? How was your stream?
Make him say yes.
Thank you for the follows.
Yeah, thanks very much.
We're currently working on a fan mock-up trailer for a fighting game. On the right we have Swifty. She's animating Michelangelo from Rise of the TMNT doing some cool moves inspired by Guilty Gear Strive. And on the left you can see our mock-up character, our stage select. There should be a partner command. Don't know why. It might just be the bot, Kurzik. Thanks for all the follows.
Oh, I'm glad you got lots of work done at Fox in Space. That's awesome. Hey guys, thank you for all the follows. We really appreciate it. Yeah, so basically we wanted to ask a question. What if Rise of the TMNT had a fighting game? And so we're making like a little fake trailer to try and answer that question.
Tell everyone who we are and what we've done.
Okay. We're two goobers. We animate a lot of stuff. I directed the Starlight Brigade music video, which Mike worked on with me as part of Knights of a Light Table. We also worked on the Magnum Bullets music video for the band Night Runner. Yeah, which Patrick directed at night, so we got to work on. We like the Game Grumps. We like TMNT.
Yeah.
We like good animation. We like Sonic the Hedgehog. We like goofs. We like a bunch of stuff. And we just try and do fun creative stuff and small projects. I say small in the heaviest of quotation marks because things always end up being so much bigger than we think they're going to be.
Yeah, so in specifically on Magnum Bullets, India was an animator / storyboarder, and cleanup and in between and all that good stuff.
Bit of everything, but mostly storyboards and animation.
Yeah, and I was the color designer, or colorist, I should say, and compositor and background artist on it.
Yarp.
Botissimo finally kicked in, I guess. Our bot's being a little slow today, I guess.
Every day.
So yeah, if you enjoyed that video, it's really cool. Our friend Patrick Stannard, as India said, was the director on it. And he's we're from Knights of the Light Table. He sometimes comes by here.
Just to hang. Yeah, he's currently directing at Powerhouse. He's co-directing the new Masters of the Universe series. That's going to be coming out. So that's super
He
exciting.
must say yes. Make him say yes.
So what I was doing earlier today was I'm using backgrounds from the show itself. But what I did was I painted behind and create a parallax effect. So that we can have a cool stage set in this environment. So if I show you 2 views, this one is now split into 3D. So YouTube. Oh man. Oh wait, sorry. I need to go in here. There we go. Got some cool 3D After Effectsy stuff going on where the environment is split up into various things and we can have some cool parallax, as I said.
Mike's essentially getting the stages set up while I get the characters set up, and then at some point we'll put them together. Probably once I've tied these down. Right now I'm only started working on Mikey. I'm using this moveset that I found from Guilty Gear Strive. This character here, I think it's very similar to the way that Mikey moves. So I'm basically, like, I've traced some parts of it. I've also traced some parts of the TMNT show itself to try and get Mikey's poses feeling more like Mikey. And I'm kind of combining the footage from the show with the footage from Strive, the game, to try and create a authentic feeling move set for Mikey, essentially.
Yeah. So yeah, exciting. I'm hoping to get to the point today in Mikey's moveset where I get to throw a large vehicle across the screen. We'll see if I get there. We're getting pretty close. We're at like frame nearly 300 out of 380. Oh, well done, India.
At the minute, so we're getting there. Yeah, making a little bit of progress every day.
If you spend enough time here, you'll hear us talking about Rise a fair amount.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be doing this project if we weren't big fans of the show. You may have guessed from the alerts. There may have been an indication there.
Just a small indication.
Yeah. I'm having a rad time though, because I've always wanted to study fighting game animations, and it's kind of given me the excuse to do that. Although part of me does wish that I chose a game that was animated completely in 2D rather than 3D.
Because you're finding,
there's a lot of not unnecessary ones, but there's a lot of ones that you wouldn't see in the animation if it was completely 2D animated. I think for Donatello, I'm going to be using Gambit's moveset from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So I guess we'll see how that differs in terms of the amount of frames used.
I think you just answered Evelyn asking if all the fights are going to be referenced from the same game.
No, they're not. I just want to go whichever character moveset best matches to characters. So I happened to find this character from Guilty Gear Strive that I think is a very good Mikey, but I don't necessarily think there's a lot of other characters from that game that suit the other brothers. So I think Donatello might be a mixture of Gambit and potentially Donatello from Injustice 2, but I'm very wary about using any footage from Injustice 2 because Injustice 2 isn't even trying to look 2D, so that thing's going to be entirely on ones.
Yeah.
Which is going to make it way tougher for me to discern what the keyframes are. So I think what it might come to is using Gambit's moveset, but just being much more inventive with it. So I think that it'll come to me needing to make up a lot of the moves, which will be fun in itself.
Oh, the color palette on this particular episode of Times Square is rad.
Yeah? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it very similar to the Crying Titan palette or no?
No,
Good.
it's very kind of, well, it uses yellow, which the Crying Titan one also does, but the Crying Titan's way more subdued. This one is quite poppy and warm, and yeah, I'll show it on the stream.
Yeah, just because I want to make sure that we're using a variety of locations with different colour palettes so that it feels like there's a large variety in the stages we show.
Yeah. My web browser is being a derp. Okay.
Okay, then he grabs it. He grabs it with his hand. He grabs it with his hand.
So this is a Tumblr that shows like background shots from a lot of the show. We're using it as a good reference point, shared with us from our friend Voiding to Pen.
Thank you, Pen.
Who's a really cool storyboarder. You guys should look them up. And yeah, so it's very kind of very warm yellow saturated, with pops of pink, orange, and purple. And it's cool. The screens are all blue. I think this one's maybe a good.
Yes.
A good reference point.
Silver Hope is, yeah, it's a shame. The show did get canned before its time. For sure. It's a shame. The crew definitely had more stories they wanted to tell, but I don't think it sold enough toys for Nick to want to continue with it. My hope is that Netflix will pick up the series. I guess we'll see. Time will tell.
We want to use our creativity to showcase how cool it is, and hopefully put it out to people that might not have been as familiar or, have checked it out yet.
A lot of people just haven't seen it, which is a shame because it's such a inspiring show, especially in terms of the artistic style of it.
Yeah, look at these are just screen caps from the episodes. Look how dynamic, colorful, well designed all of this is.
It's definitely one of a kind. Alright, Mikey, grab Yokasari Fundo. I might have to stretch that leg out more, looking at it now.
I don't even know if I don't think people reference the toy sale things. I think they just stopped investing in putting out more toys, to be honest. I don't think it was a toy sale thing.
Why do you think they stopped investing in putting out more toys?
Because I think they had already decided to. Yeah, I don't think it was cancelled because of toy sales, honestly.
I think that was one of the reasons.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Because I think probably a lot of the money they get to make the series come from that. Come from their investors. At Hasbro and the toy companies. This
background, his potentially stage material, but you don't really see much of.
Yeah, no, I want one where you get to, like, ideally it would be right in front of
The big screen.
buildings, yeah.
Okay.
Because we want to take advantage of those big screens to show a bunch of Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
Make the stage feel really fun and dynamic. You may need to reconstruct it from bits, from partials.
Warframe has a really good dual daggers animation set if you're looking for ideas. Says blow and die.
Oh, cool. Oh, thank you. I'll have a look at that. Again, I'm kind of hesitant to use a lot of 3D stuff because it'll mean that the animation will be on ones. So it's going to make it difficult to find the keyframes in there.
Let's see.
Yeah, are toys even a common source of income for shows now? Stuff like Steven Universe had none. Yeah, I don't think they should be. I think a lot of kids don't go for toys anymore as much. Like, I think toys are still very popular with the preschool market. But when you get to like 6 or 7, kids are more likely now to be into computer games and like apps on tablets and stuff than they are to be into physical plastic toys. It's just like a different time than it used to be. So I think relying on toy sales to fund series is like kind of short-sighted if your audience is of that age group.
This might be the one. I think this is the one. If I rotated it.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that's where Donnie lands when he changes his shell.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I think so.
I think this is it.
Interesting. Bert says, I loved toys as a kid, but none of my friends' kids are interested in toys at all. They only like Minecraft and Fortnite. And Darkbolt says, I feel toys are more of a collector's thing now. Yeah, interesting. It's a weird thing is I want toys from shows. Like, if they're well made, I'm into them. They have to be well made though. Or I'm not gonna buy no crappy merch. They have to be like proper nice looking figures. Yeah, I suspect that Steven Universe wasn't funded by toy sales because it was an unknown IP when it first started. Whereas TMNT has like a long history of toy sales. So, and I don't know how business works, so this is complete hearsay. But the way that I suspect it works is that the toy company, and I'll use Hasbro as an example, even though I don't know if they were the toy company.
It was Playmates.
Okay, so Playmates would say, hey, we want to make a lot of money selling toys because that's our business. If we give you X amount of money into this new show to make it popular, then we'll sell X amount more toys because of the advertisement of the show. So if we give you X amount of money to make the show, then we'll all be happy, right? Then they give the X amount of money and then the show doesn't do well and then their toys don't sell and they go, oh, well, we're not investing in another season of the show because we didn't recoup our costs. Right. And then the animation company go, oh crap, now we don't have the budget to make the show as good anymore. We need to either find that money from a different investor or...
I think it's interesting that back in the day, back in the 80s, Playmates approached the makers of TMNT to make a toy line, but they wouldn't do it until TMNT had a cartoon show.
There you go. That's it, because they know they needed to sell toys.
Yeah. Well, they thought the property was cool, and they thought they could make toys from it.
But they wouldn't be able to sell them unless there was a show attached.
Yeah. Because there wasn't an audience there for them.
There you go. So I think the the show didn't like have the takeoff that people wanted. They didn't make the toys. They didn't want to invest more. That meant that the animation studio had less money, you know, etc.
It's an outdated business model, though.
Oh yeah, it is. But then again, like, some kids still do really love toys. Like, Evelyn says, my cousins and siblings love toys. Yeah. I guess it depends what kind of household you grow up in. Like, if you grow up in a household where they kind of buy you toys from an early age and kind of nurture that, or whether you're in a household where it's more like TV and computer games are preferred.
Give me your secret projects. Haha, I hooked one in there.
Hey, Radney. How's it going, dude? How's it going, dude?
Yeah, because you have distribution channels now that are based on subscriptions, so people are paying to watch shows rather than paying a network TV license or whatever.
Yeah. This is true.
I think Nickelodeon. I think that's why you see Nickelodeon hemorrhaging a lot of their shows now to HBO and CBS or whatever.
Well, I think they're working with people like Netflix because they don't have their own streaming service.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're like hemorrhaging shows. I think they're making money by partnering with them.
Yeah. It is strange to think that there's now kids that grew up with their parents introducing them to anime, when in my day I had to see it out myself and my mother trying to understand what this was all about. Oh yeah. I'm old enough now to remember when finding anime in DVD stores was like you had to go right to the back to the tiny section in the kind of world cinema, and you're like, oh my, I don't even know what they're gonna have this time.
Yeah, are they gonna have like Volume 5 of Bubblegum Crisis that I'll be tempted by again because the cover looks super cool, even though I don't know what it's about and don't have any of the other volumes. I've never seen Volume 1 to 4 here.
What's really cool for me personally is I used to stay up until like 1 or 2 a.m. To watch Toonami, to watch Outlaw Star, and that was like my introduction to kind of more like mature oriented animated TV series. Like it wasn't so much a cartoon as it was a show that happened to be animated. And recently in the last couple of years, the Toonami approached Twerp, the band that we did the music video for, to ask to show Starlight Brigade on Toonami in around the same time slot. So it's just really cool for me to go from like some 15-year-old kid being like, man, I really love this stuff, to being someone who's created something that's went to the same place and been broadcast. Like it feels like a kind of little circle completing. It was just, I don't know, it's really cool.
That's cool.
Anyway,
I wish I had that experience. I never had Toonami or any of those channels.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
You're a pedestrian.
That's why I never got to watch Dragon Ball Z or anything.
Ah, I see.
Because I never had the channels that it was on. I only ever had the English terrestrial channels. So I had BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, and Channel 4, and that was all the channels I ever had.
Right, gotcha.
So the only things I got to see in terms of them actually being on TV was Pokemon, and everything else I had to source from like my local DVD store. I remember going over to my friend's house and she had Sky, and she used to show me like episodes of Tenchi Muyo and Sailor Moon that they had on.
Oh yeah, I saw bits and pieces of Tenchi Muyo. I wasn't quite sure what that show was.
Me either, especially not from only seeing like 4 random episodes.
It seemed to be about a group of girls and a guy with aliens or something.
Yeah, I think it was pretty much like the first harem anime, where you have like a guy main character and then like a roster of cute girls, and the show has like its own premise that is not centered around romance, but the subplot in the background of everything is like which girl is he going to get with, and all the girls are kind of into him.
I see.
But yeah, I never really got to follow that subplot because like I only ever saw like 3 or 4 episodes of it out of context.
Gotcha.
But I really loved the art style of it.
So yeah, Radney, what we're doing, what he's saying, what you're working on today. Oh, wait, is that a fighting game UI? Oh my god.
It sure is. You probably know this UI because this is Guilty Gear Strive. However, the UI I'm actually using is more influenced from Project Justice, Rival Schools 2, which is my favourite fighting game. So you'll probably find that a lot of the fighting game that we're kind of mocking up here is based on Project Justice. Because I'm a big old Project Justice nerd.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is extending out... I'm kind of repurposing backgrounds from the show, extending them out and making them so that they could be used as a stage for the fighting game. So this one's the one from Times Square. And I'm just like making sure that we have a ground plane that we can use to fight on.
I might use some of the mechanics from Arc System fighting games though.
We're making a mock fighting game animation. We are not making the fighting game.
Yeah. Because we don't know how to do that. So we're just making an animation that looks like it's a real fighting game. So we're mocking it up essentially. To be like, hey, wouldn't this be cool?
Yeah, we're asking the questions.
But yeah, I was thinking that it might be cool to have passive bonuses that you get from having full bars before you spend them. Like in Arc Systems. Because that sounds like a super duper cool fighting game system.
Mm-hmm.
But then, in general, the bars are going to function like they do in Rival Schools 2.
You love fighting games so much, especially Artworks and French Bread. Then you can give us some pointers.
Yeah, you can give us some tips then, because I don't know Arc Systems very well. Like I've played a Guilty Gear. I have played
a Guilty Gear.
I have played a Guilty Gear. I don't know which one. I have played a BlazBlue. I don't know which one.
I thought BlazBlue was a series.
A series of fighting games.
Oh.
I mean, it might be an anime series that I just don't know about.
I don't know, man.
But that's pretty much it. I don't have much experience with them. I'm more experienced with Capcom's stuff.
The only fighting game I've played most recently is Smash.
Shmeesh.
And I only ever play as Toon Link.
He's your boy.
At this point, I've invested so many hours into learning how to play Toon Link that...
There's no point in playing anyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to yuck your yum.
I love how much of a little asshole he can be.
Insert I can be.
Nah, you play to the style of the character.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
It's Link's fault I'm a dick.
Yep. What can I say?
Sounds like someone's been possessed by Dork Link. Dork Link.
That's kind of one of my favorite... The two of my favorite matchups in Smash are Link versus Ganon. Or Ganondorf. Because...
That doesn't sound canon.
Yeah, you know? Like, it just feels kind of cool to be out of context in the Smash game, Link versus Ganon. But I think even more than that, my favorite matchup is Link against Link. Because
against Dork Link or just against an older version?
if you manage to get like a Dark Link version of the Link that you're playing, those battles always tend to go on for like 2 to 3 matches. Like if they defeat you, you have to fight them again.
You're both just enjoying the roleplay of it.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like the meta is like, because sometimes people just play and then they're like on. But if someone's playing Dark Link and they face against a Link, there's usually more than one match.
Yeah, I get that. I do. I think that makes complete sense.
But I like fighting with like Toon Link against all the other Links as well, because there's subtle differences. But I just want to be like, you picked
the best.
You picked the wrong Link. 69 viewers.
69! Hell yeah, the sexiest number. "72, tell 3 people to leave." Yeah, it's 69 again. They saw it and they were like, oh, we can't. We can't. We're ruining it by being here. 62, oh no. Well, there you are. It was a beautiful moment while it lasted, guys. Thank you for being here for that.
I like the sound of Buzzkill in the morning.
What you mean? What we have outside? Or
Yeah,
you mean me?
yeah. I mean the guy, like, or gal. I don't know. I don't want to assume. It sounds like they're chopping trees.
Maybe they are. Maybe they are.
Maybe.
Keep getting up. Let's see what we got so far. I'm interested. Gosh, it's warm today. Right, this colour card is a little bit dark. Let me lighten it. There we go. Easier to see.
You want some of your cold? Yeah, sure. Wait, I got a fan.
Look at this fan.
I mean, you are wearing a warm house coat as well.
I'll turn it on for you. Because you are too warm. And his name was Michael. I came along. I did an animation.
It was the greatest in the nation.
Trying to get the moveset. Let me watch that a little bit at the end again. It's working so far, I think. And it was all Mikey.
It's all coming up, Mikey.
It's all coming up, Mikey. I feel like we've gone a little bit too big again. My curse! Okay, just get it down again. You know, you're still the one!
Still the one for me. A deedle deedle dum. Okay, we got a bit of a janky ground plane going, but
I made it a bit too small.
I'm okay with it. Because I don't know how much of it we'll actually see. We'll probably be focused around here anyway.
That feels slightly more on scale. Good. Good, good. Good, good, good.
Da-da-da-da-da-dee. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Dee-dee-da-da-da-dum.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Actually,
Da-da-da-da-da.
I might just do this.
Okay. Oh man, I forgot the thing I was meant to do today again. About Mikey double jumping off the fire.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Get on it, India. Get on it.
Get on it. it might be time for us to leave soon. When did we start streaming?
It was like 8:15 or something.
So we are about at time.
We were about at time, yeah.
I wish I could just highlight a bunch of frames to be one color, because I could just then highlight the frames bright orange, and then tomorrow when I sit down I'll see them. But I can't do that.
Really?
Ah. You should be able to.
Damn, Doig, seeing this makes me feel like I need to do an extended background exercise. Yeah, it's quite fun. Because you have to like question, you know, what would they do? I mean, I'm not really staying on style with my brushstrokes because I'm just roughing and planning rather than trying to create final first. But yeah.
Well, you would say that staying on style is part of the challenge, right?
Yes, I just want to clarify that what I've done so far is not trying to stay on style, but stay in palette so far and plan out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. That's better, I think. Just like adjusting a few of the keyframes. Will we get to yeet a bus tomorrow? Let me see how much we've got left to do.
Yeet a bus.
If you want to yeet a bus, simply look around and do it. There is really nothing to it. I want to change the world.
There's a crow mail. Crow mail.
Crow mail, crow mail. Let me see. Let me see what the message says. Give to me. I got it.
Give unto her a message of love.
Cool. My weeby fighting game loving ass would love to hand your resources and answer questions. You have a nice system going. I love this project idea, so happy I got to tune in today. Radney, that's awesome. Yes, please, we would love like any input you have. I may ask you specific questions about fighting game systems that I do not know. Because that would be cool. I would love some input. Yes, please. I put this drawing here, and I obviously put it here for something, but I'm trying to figure out exactly what I put it there for. Like, which part was that pose meant to relate to? It's a question.
I think, is that meant to say banana?
Banan.
Or just
Banan.
Banan.
I don't know what this pose was meant to be. I do know that this is meant to be where Mikey gets his skateboard out, which I'm looking forward to. I get to do that tomorrow.
Oh, it might be Banyan. Barcade would be cool as well. Yeah, whisper us your Discord, Radney, and then I'll add you as a friend.
Here we go. So this is totally it. Yeah. Cool. So at this point, Mikey will whip his skateboard out and jump over with his skateboard. So that's going to be really fun to do tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that.
In runtime, how long is this going so far?
Oh, well, let's see. So it's 380 frames. It's actually not. It's more like 300 because it doesn't start until 60 frames in.
Okay.
So 300 frames.
5 seconds? No, that's wrong.
10 seconds, just over 10 seconds.
Whoa. That's
Doesn't feel like 10 seconds. I'll probably cut it down a bit though.
Oh, okay.
So, but it'll probably still be around 10 seconds. There's some bits I want to cut down a bit and just a bit I want to add, the truck. So.
Cool. Who are you going to have Mikey fighting?
That's a big question that I'm still trying to work out. Like, I could have him fighting Wrath. The problem being that his opponent doesn't actually do too much in this fight. He does have fire punches though, so Wrath seems like maybe a good person to stand in. And the advantage is that I want to make sure that I animate all 4 of the Turtle Brothers. So if I animate Wrath in this one, then that takes care of that.
As long as Raph gets a few attacks in.
But the thing is that also, I don't know if I necessarily want the Turtle Brothers to be fighting one another. It feels like kind of a missed opportunity to have one of the villains in there. But at the same time, which of the villains would actually fit with this character and their fighting style? Foot Brute might.
Yeah, Foot Brute might work.
But like, is Foot Brute more interesting than Wrath?
No.
Probably not. So
having the turtles spar against one another makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it.
So yeah, I don't know. It could be Wrath.
By the way, you guys can't tell anyone about this super secret project. You have to keep it under and low. Like, any fighting game fans that you are friends of, or like, just don't let them know, because they'll probably like this a lot, and I don't know how we would handle.
Yeah, I don't know how I would handle someone actually liking the work we do. So just make sure that you don't tell anyone that we exist.
Yeah,
like, our very existence is a secret.
Even if you saw that tweet that I said we're working on a super secret, top secret project, like, that was, you know, that's just words. They don't really have a meaning to them. We're not working on anything. You're just imagining this, really. What are you doing? Stop taking those hallucinogens, man.
Oh, you heard him. I was just reading chat. Yeah, Elaine, I could totally have Wrath fight the bunny, but I would have to find a fighter that matches Wrath and have to find a fighter that matches the bunny in order to do that, because I don't feel experienced enough with creating fighting game animations to be able to go completely solo on it. I'd want to make sure I take the timing from something else. So like, the fighters I have kind of have to match with the reference footage that I have.
I'll post up the form for the animating submissions today. I'll do that after this stream. I usually do a little graphic to go with the announcement and stuff, but I've just been so pressed for time, so let me do that without a graphic this time. But the theme this week is flight. So if you're interested, do a little flight animation, and we'll ogle it on Monday.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what this character would be, because part of me feels like the natural thing to do would be to have each of the 4 turtles fight someone different.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. We were going to do 3 anyway.
Mm-hmm. You're going to start your stream. You're going to start your stream soon. Oh, what are you streaming, Declan? The burning has lessened. What?
What burning?
What burning? I'm learning a lot from this.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I have to like look at everything really more closely than I usually just sort of just ogle and admire. Like they kept the silhouette of this building really like clear, and then added all the interest inside so that it wasn't like too noisy, and it's cool. Such a nice sense of design.
That's awesome, man.
Without over, like, I think, as I said yesterday, I think I always could be like, I need to put more into this. And it's like saying more with less is so key to creating strong sense and feeling of design.
Yeah. We do have to head off now.
Alrighty. Ba-ba-da-da. Let me just save up what I did. Spicy food. I see. You'll stream the India sculpt.
Cool.
Okay. I would raid you, but if you're not ready, we have to go. So apologies for that.
We must away. I must get to work. Elaine, thanks for coming and hanging out with us on stream. I think I will be able to maybe finish this Mikey roof tomorrow. So that's exciting.
Let's see who we got.
Da 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 dee da 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 da. Silver Hope, we'd love to see you again. We stream the same time every weekday, so we'll be back tomorrow if you wanted to hang out again.
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow.
Trying to get something finished so that we can post it up on the Turtles hashtag and try and support Rise. We'll see if we manage it. I hope you guys all have a really good day and that all your projects go super well that you're working on. You'll be on the road towards doggos! Good luck, Elaine! I hope it goes super well.
Alright, shall we raid Declan then? He's gonna work on his sculpt of you.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
Alrighty. You're live. Cool. Okay, let's do it. You're gonna hop over to Divan W6.
Enjoy, have fun, guys. And until next time.
May the rest
Of your day.
Oh wow, it's not coming up.
Oh.
Sorry.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry. Let's see.
Oh, thanks, Punk Cherries. Thanks, Kimitron. Thank you, Silver Hope. Thank you, Elaine.
It's not working.
Any ideas why it might not be working?
No.
Is he definitely live?
Looks like you're definitely live.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it's not working.
Twitch, what you doing?
I'm real sorry, dude.
That's so weird. Why would it not be?
It's coming up as no results found. And I'm pasting it in his URL.
You don't have to be like an affiliate or partner or anything, do you, to be raided?
I wouldn't have thought so, no. No, I don't think so. Maybe it's because his stream is only just gone up.
Or it hasn't like registered yet or something.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, it's working now.
Yep.
Awesome.
Cool. Initiated. Alright, may the rest
Of your day with
adventure. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.